aking puso at likhain kay kanda.
Welcome to Fil-Am Radio Show by Rainier Avenue Radio App. Hosted by Bert Caridi, Miles Salvador, Vicky Navarro, Bobs Caridi. Watch and listen to their live stream on the Facebook page and YouTube channel.
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Yes, this is actually me leading the show for the first time ever. This is Norb standing in for my dad, Kuya Bert, who normally stands in for Ate Miles Salvador. Unfortunately, my Ate Miles is not able to join the show due to some medical issues, and Kuya Bert is in the Philippines with my mom, so that leaves me and Vicky, and I think my dad might be joining the show a little bit later. But the show must go on, as they say. So I want to welcome everybody to, once again, this episode, number 390 of the Fil-Am Radio Show. Here every Tuesday, Seattle time from 1 to 2:30 here through the magic of StreamYard and the facilities of Rainier Avenue Radio World. Our producer is Daniel Bellis of Rainier Avenue Radio. We appreciate all his work, and he does a great job producing the show and, of course, saving these episodes. So if you're not able to watch this live, well, if you're watching it right now, then obviously you found it. But you can always find it again on YouTube through Rainier Avenue Radio's YouTube channel, also through Bert Angels on my dad's Facebook page, as well as Rainier Avenue Radio World on Facebook. Of course, this program is based on the internet, so you can listen live if you like you're doing right now, or you can tune in later on anytime after the show finishes broadcasting. Fortunately for me, we do this show in both Tagalog and English. They call it Taglish because I don't really speak Tagalog. I understand little bits and pieces enough to spy on people when they're talking about me. But for the most part, I need a little bit of translation help, so it helps that we do the show in Taglish. And really, if I am running the show most of it, and Vicky as well, who's much better at Tagalog than I am, but she also, it's not her first language. Well, this is going to be more English than it will be Tagalog. So that's okay. We're going to make this a fun hour and a half coming up here. So relax for the next hour and a half and enjoy the show. Now, normally the show starts with a prayer and ends with a prayer, and my dad normally does that particular part of the program. And I'm going to see if my co-host Vicky is here. So, Vicky, are you here? My co-host for the day? There's Vicky.
All right, let's go ahead and bow our heads in the presence of the Lord. Father, I just want to thank you for this day, this beautiful day you have. Bless all mercy in the Philippines, Father God, also touching our healing hands up to Miles. May you continue to be with us and guide us through the whole presentation show today, God, and all the Rainier Avenue Radio shows. We thank you very much for your guidance and your presence. In Jesus' name, we pray, amen. All right.
Amen. Thank you, Vicky. How are you doing today?
Well and dandy. As this weather of this last couple of days has just been quite an adventure, but it's an honor to be here today on this beautiful day.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the weather's been a little bit like the stock market. It's a little bit up and down. It's a little bit, well, it's been more down lately, I guess, from that regard. But it was sunny skies a few days ago, and it's back to raining and cold again. So it won't seem to make up its mind. But regardless, I know that somewhere out in the world, our special guest is someplace much sunnier than when we're having it right now. I'm going to introduce him right now before we bring him on. We're going to be talking to a singer-songwriter based in Bicol in the Philippines, but is currently in Pangasinan. At the age of 6, he started to perform in school, joined in a lot of amateur and professional singing contests. Never quite made it to the national stage, but it gave him the opportunity to start writing songs in 2013. And it was thanks to his churchmate, Daryl, that inspired him to write his first original song. So 7 years later, fast forward to 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, he finally had the guts to post his first original song on his YouTube channel, the song titled Angel. And now, 5 years later, he's got 10 singles. His latest is Ligaw Tingin, which we'll hear a little bit later in the show, and a new album called Love Confessions. So you can find all this on YouTube and his social medias. But without further ado, let's welcome our special guest all the way from Pangasinan, Philippines, Mr. Jhun Esguerra. Welcome, Jhun.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jhun Esguerra from Malasique Pangasinan. Hello.
Ayun.
Welcome to the Fil-Am Radio Show, Jhun.
Yes. It's my first time here in the segment.
Well, we're excited to have you as part of the show. I know Ate Miles recommended you highly to be on the show, and it's exciting to hear about your journey, how you got into music, and what led you to this point, which I'll definitely have Miss Vicky to handle for us. But before we do that, shall we hear the first song?
Yeah, right.
Let's get a taste of this musical talent from our guest Jhun Esguerra. This first song is Tahanan Na, written and performed by Jhun Esguerra. Check it out.
Kanina pa kitang pinagmamasdan, ang maamo mong mukha ay di maipinta, at bigla-bigla na lang na pumatak ang iyong luha sa mapungay mong mga mata. Namimiss ko na ang dating ikaw, na kapag ika'y kasama, ngiti mo'y anong ganda. Ano nga bang nangyayari sa'yo? Ba't ka nagkakaganyan? Alam ba niya talaga ang tunay mong halaga? Kung mahal kang talaga, ba't ka na hinahayaan na lumuha at nasasaktan? Kung pwede lang ipahinga ng iyong mga mata, bawiin mo na ang patak ng iyong luha, kasi puso ko'y nadudurog kapag nakikita kang nasasaktan. Maaari bang wag ka nang umiyak? Tahan na, tahan na. Halos hindi ko maisip na magkakaganito, na ang minamahal ko masasaktan ng gusto. Bakit ba ang daya ng ating mundo? Kung alam ko lang sana hindi mangyayari ito. Mahal kang talaga, ba't ka na hinahayaan na lumuha at nasasaktan? Kung pwede lang ipahinga ng iyong mga mata, bawiin mo na ang patak ng iyong luha, kasi puso ko'y natuturo kapag nakikita kang nasasaktan. Maaari bang wag ka nang umiyak? Tahan na, tahan na. Kung pwede lang ipahinga ng iyong mga mata, bawiin mo na ang patak ng iyong luha, kasi puso ko'y nadudurog kapag nakikita kang nasasaktan. Pwede lang ipahinga ng iyong mga mata, bawiin mo na ang patak ng iyong luha, kasi puso ko'y nadudurog kapag nakikita kang nasasaktan.
right. That was sorry. That was Tahan Na, written by Jhun Esguerra. Wonderful song, a great way to start off the show. So, Vicky, let's find out a little bit more about our guests. You ready to jump into the interview portion? And let's find out a little bit more about what makes Jhun do what he does.
And well, welcome, June, on Rainier Avenue Radio on the Fil-Am Radio Show. We're reporting live from Seattle, Washington, and just to interview you. You are from Pangasinan, Philippines.
Yes.
Where my actually my husband is also from Pangasinan. So I don't speak Ilocano, but it's great to see people from his side of town. But yeah, let's learn about a little bit more about you, especially the first song that you made, Tahana Na, and tell me a little bit more why you created that song, and when did you, why, and then when did you create that song?
All right. That was interesting since that song Tahana is one of my songs in my album Love Confessions. Since this song is for my ex before, since when I conceptualized the album, me and my ex did have a brainstorm. Then this song is very controversial because it took a month before I caught up with that arrangement. So it's very difficult to get the yung patama ba? Yung patama sa
Pwede ka magtagalog.
the click of the song. Since it is very common if you divert since I have that time yung
Kailan yun? How many years ago?
Way back 2022. Yes.
Okay.
Kasi,
so it's more of a personal journey yon. That's why you created the song. I also want to thank our viewers today who's tuning in. We want to thank Kuya Irving, of course. We also want to thank Andrew A. Thank you for tuning in. Yes.
One of my channel fans. Thank you, Andrew, for coming back
we
and
have
viewing.
JJ Bernardo Rochi Del Rosario. Thank you for tuning in. And of course, Christopher Alansubo. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys for tuning in. Also, Maura Aljon Cruz. Thank you guys for tuning here on Rainier Avenue Radio, reporting live here from Seattle, Washington with Jhun Esguerra. Is that how you pronounce your last name?
Jhun Esguerra. Silent. Yes.
Okay.
Jhun, I wanted to ask you one more thing about your song, Tahan Na. You said you wrote that with your ex? Oh, it was about your ex or with your ex? Or both?
We're conceptualized virtually since he is living in Laguna and while I am living in Bicol. So we are in LDR. But before that, we are best friend before we go to the next level.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. Wow. But how did you guys? I mean, may I ask? Kayo nag-meet? I mean, because you're in Pangasinan and she's across. Saan kayo nag-meet? Virtually, or you went? Grew up together? Ayun.
We went on the physical. We met in Bicol.
Oh,
sa Bicol mismo. Yeah.
I see.
Yes.
I see. Okay.
Since they have a private resort before they sold it. So doon kami nakita. Yes.
Yun. Okay. Now we want to learn a little bit more about you, Jhun, your early childhood. How did you get into music? Yung parang like, does music run in your family, or ikaw lang solo that is into music? Tell us a little bit more.
Yes. My mother and father is a singer. But in my when I born, kumbaga, ako yung ina na, ako yung minold Ako yung talagang ni-nurture on the music. I started singing in amateurs and professional, but unfortunately wala akong luck dun sa professional, so dun lang tayo sa amateur.
But you were 6 years old. Yung parang like you were when you started to perform in your schools. Was that
Yes.
just about yung singing mo, or is it with also with a little bit of, instruments as well?
Yeah, I remember 5 years old, since I sing No Arms Can Ever Hold You More Than I Do.
Uy.
I sing that on that was grade 1. Yeah.
Ah,
So,
wow.
yeah.
That's awesome. Do you want to bring Kuya Bert in now, Brother Norb? Ayun, all
There
the
you
way.
go. Great.
There he is.
You know what?
Oh, you're in Jamaica. Kala ko nasa Pilipinas ka,
No, he's
Jamaica.
No, Philippines.
He's in the Philippines. He hasn't updated his title. It's still from a year ago.
You know what?
Oh.
You know what, guys?
Ah,
I thought it was gonna be 5 o'clock here, and then all of a sudden I get a text from Miles saying, "You know what, Kuya Bert? Our program today has earned so many 500 views or something." I said, "What?" I said to myself. So I had to quickly change everything. So next time I know it's gonna be 4 o'clock. I was just relaxing, waiting for 5 o'clock to be over by then. Anyway, good to see you, June. Nandito ako sa
Hello.
Pilipinas, but
Yeah.
si Norbert and Vicky has been doing so well, so I really appreciate it. I don't even know who did the opening or who did the. Okay,
Right here, Dad. My first time ever opening the show.
good,
Brother Norb did wonderful.
That was
Okay,
perfect.
tuloy ang ligaya mga kaibigan. So, June, welcome. Sige,
Thank you so
Vicky, go ahead because I know the
All right.
time right now.
Well,
And we
welcome,
got about
Kuya Bert,
8
all the way
minutes.
from the Philippines. But hey, June, tell us a little bit more about your journey as a childhood. You talked about with your 6. Now, your parents, as far as like, were they also in music career, or they just were into music?
Very into music. Since my family and my relatives is hilig nilang kumanta. Mahilig silang
Ayun.
kumanta. Yes.
Nakita ko yung mga guitars mo sa likod mo. Like,
Yes.
when did you start playing? Ang ganda naman.
Actually, here's my first guitar, but these 2 guitars from Sir Efrem Medina Jr. So, yeah. So, right now, I'm
wow.
staying here in Brother
You know what,
Efrem.
Vicky?
Oh,
Inunahan mo si Irving. Irving, alam mo, June, si Irving, one of our most loyal listeners, pag may nakita siyang gitara dyan, tatanungin
Yes.
sa iyo, ilan na ba gitara mo at anong brand at kung ano-ano.
Yeah.
But Vicky, I think, beat him. to
yeah.
the punch.
His background is beautiful. I also want to, know about, what age did you start playing?
I start playing keyboard way back 2008. That was I forgot my age. 10 or 11, like that. Pardon. So yeah, and I start playing guitar way back. I was in 3rd year high school. 13 yata ako noon, or mga ganon, something like that. 13.
Wow. So you play keyboards and the guitar.
Yes,
And are
yes.
those, self-taught, or is that someone just helped you? Were you going to school for that, or?
Yeah. In keyboard, nag-hire si mother ko ng tutor. Shout out kay Ate Jack. Yan, siya yung nagturo sa akin on keyboards. And dun sa guitar naman, since out of curiosity, so I'm self-playing, self-study po talaga.
That's wonderful. And
Yeah.
Kuya Bert, this is what Kuya Irving. Hello, Kuya Irving. Thank you always for tuning in. To June, about your guitars. What brand are your guitars? Haha.
Yeah. I have Clifton guitars, acoustic, and then my two electrics, which is here in Floyd Rose. It's a generic guitar, no brand. Also, my Strat guitar is no brand also. But locally, they came in Japan. My Strat.
Oh,
Yes. From brother Efrem Medina.
oh, he's such a
Yeah.
wonderful
Nice.
person. Hey, Tyler Parcher.
Yeah, what's up,
So
Tyler?
yeah,
June, sino nag-recommend sa'yo? How did we get hold of you? Si Miles or
It
through
was,
Yeah.
it was Miles, right?
Medina?
Tita Miles po. Tita
Oh, I
Miles.
see. Okay, well, thank you, Miles.
yeah.
I'm glad
Thanks
you
po, Tita
sent a
Miles.
message. Otherwise, I would have missed the whole show. So at least I missed
I
my
was trying to
40
message you
minutes.
too. I was messaging you on Facebook, but apparently you didn't see it till the show had already started.
No,
That's
I
okay.
didn't because
You're here
I
now.
was very confident it's going to be 5 o'clock.
Thank you, Tyler, for sending cards.
But anyway, now I know it's
And
4 o'clock
also,
here in the Philippines.
hey,
All right.
yeah, you guys are very. Oh,
Yes.
oh, okay. So,
Mainit masyado
Brother
dito.
June, tell us a little bit more about, mainit ba? Very hot? Sabi mo, kuya?
Yes, very hot.
Outside,
It's
pero dito
very
Here,
sa
hot
bahay.
medyo
in the
malamig, ah.
Philippines.
Yeah.
But in the
Yeah.
evening, it's very cold. Like
Actually,
very cold.
yesterday I had my
That's good. Yeah,
first
this place is
foot
cold.
spa and pedicure.
Nakos.
That's the
they
best
give
part
you
about going to the
the
Philippines is getting those
most
services for
beautiful
cheap.
places and
Yes.
everything for your face, your body, whatever.
Yeah.
Enjoy, Kuya Bert.
Oh yeah,
Enjoy,
we are.
Good.
So June, saan ka nakatutok ngayon?
Right now, I'm in Brother Efrem Medina's house. So dito
Oh.
po ako nagkituloy
Oh,
ngayon.
okay.
Since we are collaborating, I am completing his album, remake album. Ako po yung arranger po niya.
Oh,
So yun,
wow.
ako nakafocus right
Okay.
now.
Wow,
Yes.
so you're
Looks like,
actually in
we have
person
about, what, 2.5
collaboration
minutes?
in person.
Okay.
You have
So you're
2.5
also
minutes.
an arranger.
Vicky.
Ano, Kuya?
You have 2.5 minutes bago tayo mag.
Oh, okay.
Break,
2.5
so-
minutes.
Okay. So
Okay.
keep asking whatever you guys
Yeah,
would like.
okay. Yeah, I mean, of course, I have more questions. So did you started playing solo, or did you join a band? Did you start doing choir? Anong mo, like when you were, getting into, singing?
I started solo in pandemic. I got the guts to post my songs in my something in nasa baul. So that time I have no instrument. Me and my cell phone with my earphone with the mic. So I started making an arrangement on the song, and I'll record on my earphone. So that moment, I created one of my first song, Angel. So yun, it's techno rap song, techno pop rock song, rap song. Yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
so you can rap too, huh?
yeah. You don't
Okay.
need.
Another talent.
Oh, I hope we get to hear some of that today.
Skills for
Yeah.
One last question. Are you gonna
Yes.
sing live today? June?
Yes,
Sinabi ba ni Miles sa'yo? Kakanta ka ng live?
yes.
Okay.
Mamaya.
Yeah.
So, Norb, Vicky,
Well-
it's time. Go ahead,
right.
Norb. Say something about our
Okay,
break.
I guess I'll do it then. So, with that, we will be back with our special guest, Jhun Esguerra, after this break. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not driving my sweet AMC Pacer through the car wash, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio .world. You missed a spot.
This is a Rainier Avenue Radio message. Fentanyl awareness in our communities.
So I bring a perspective of a parent who wants to protect the children and the children that live in the community. There's Narcan in elementary school. And I knew that because I was told if you can work in an elementary school, you'll be trained to administer Narcan properly. Elementary school children who may come in with an overdose, and that you as a staff member in an elementary school would need to be able to respond to that. My responsibility to be more aware if they do come to me with questions. But if I go to my school website, I don't know if I would be able to give them a sufficient answer.
This has been a Rainier Avenue Radio message on fentanyl in our communities.
Greetings. This is your host, DJ Neftali, Rainier Avenue Radio .world, the best DJ in the Seattle area. You can catch me every Monday at 8 p.m. on YouTube. Like I said, this is DJ Neftali, the best reggae in Seattle, Washington, the best radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio .world. Come on, right?
Hello, listener. What's important to you about what's going on in your community? Are you interested? Are you concerned? In any case, I invite you to tune into my show, Seattle Here and Now, on Rainier Avenue Radio .world. Why? I will be covering a wide range of topics important to you and impacting the community. Each show will have a special guest or guests to share with you information on a variety of subjects that are happening here and now in Seattle. I promise I will work hard to make my show informative, interesting, and entertaining. Be sure to listen to Seattle Here and Now on Rainier Avenue Radio .world.
Alam mo bang 5 segundo ang kailangan upang magbasa ng karaniwang text message? Na parang saglit lang. Pero kapag nagmamaneho ka, sa loob ng 5 segundong yun, katumbas na ng 15 kotse ang naandar mo. At napakaraming pwedeng mangyari kapag hindi ka nakatingin sa daan ng 5 segundo. Bago ka magsimulang magmaneho, ilayo ito sa'yo upang mapaghandaan mo ang anumang darating. Tumutok lang sa daan. Sama-sama tayong makakarating sa paroroonan.
Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Welcome back to the Fil-Am Radio Show with our special guest, Jhun Esguerra. My name is Norb Kawili, along with my hosts.
Hi, everyone. Vicky Navarro here from Federal Way, Washington.
Nandito tayo sa Pilipinas. Nagbabakasyon, kaya bahala na si Norbert at saka si Vicky.
And of course, from Pangasinan, Philippines, our special guest, Jhun Esguerra.
Hello.
All right.
Oh, I just noticed you're pretty slick there. You got a 2-camera setup. You're like doing your own little producing over there. What's up with that? That's high tech. Yes. I like that. All right. Well, this is the point of the program that we go to a few local events to kind of catch everybody up on the local happenings around the Filipino community area with Rainier Avenue Radio, as well as the sports happenings in the Seattle area. So we're going to break away from Jhun for just a moment and talk a little bit about what's going on locally. There are a few announcements from Rainier Avenue Radio. And we're starting with this about Earth Day. In fact, Earth deserves more than just a day, don't you think? It returns to Rainier Avenue Radio later this month from the 21st to the 26th, featuring environmental justice themed broadcast daily from 10 to 5. So again, 21st to the 26th, we will be celebrating Earth Days here on Rainier Avenue Radio. Make sure you tune in daily from 10 to 5 p.m. I guess since you got the screen on me, I will go ahead and talk a little bit sports since I'm already here. And I want to start actually with a slight anecdote. This is just about a little communication. I dropped my dad and my mom off to the airport, what was it, Friday? So they've only been in the Philippines a few days, but yesterday morning, I get a phone call from my dad. I think it was like 5 a.m. my time. And he calls me and he says, Norb, I got this voicemail from Xfinity. We've been working on some Xfinity upgrades and equipment changes. And it says if you don't contact them at this number, they're going to turn off the 50% discount. Can you go look into this? And I'm like half awake. Yeah, okay, sounds good, Dad. I'll check it out. So I look it up. My first thing is I look at this thing and I'm thinking, this message looks really sketchy. So I call up Xfinity. Of course, I tell them, we got a voice message from someone saying they're from Xfinity, and to call the number on the caller ID. Real professional, right? And she immediately says, no, that is not one of our numbers. We would not call you that way. So I already messaged to you, Dad. But just for all of you, public service announcement, there are so many very dangerous, luring, and just very deceitful text messages out there that claiming to be something legit, and you got to just make sure you don't just jump and act on it, because they are waiting to scam you around every corner. So don't believe everything you see. Don't believe everything you hear. Check it out first, especially when it's claiming to be from a big company. It doesn't quite make sense. So just be careful. Be aware. Buyer beware out there. All right, let's talk a little bit of sports. Things are all quiet on the Seahawks front. We've got the draft coming up at the end of this month. So right in the meantime, it's pretty quiet on the Western front. However, there have been some developments in the Seattle baseball side of things. The Seattle Mariners, not a great start to the season, but finally the Mariners got off to a win over one of their heated rivals against the Houston Astros. We were going into this game yesterday. We were 3-7, and you can see we're still in last place. Not where you want to be, with Texas on top right now and Houston smack in the middle. But it's early in the season. Fortunately, we really needed this win. They came back to T-Mobile Park and they beat the Astros in last-minute fashion. Were able to take the lead late and win the game 4-3, and for a much-needed victory just to keep themselves from the basement. They're at 4-7, tied with the Athletics. So they got more work to do, but it has been a little bit of a struggle, not going to lie. It's hard to watch the Mariners struggling so early on, which has been pretty much the case every season. So hopefully they can turn things around, because we are desperate to see them make a playoff game. Let's try to get to the World Series one day. All right. That's the Mariners. We're going to talk a little bit about the March Madness NCAA Men's College Basketball Championship. I haven't really been watching it that closely. I'm not a huge basketball fan, but yesterday it was a pretty exciting game with the championship between the Florida Gators and the Houston Cougars. Two of the top teams battling out, and it was a back-and-forth brawl. It came down to the final few seconds with Houston, Houston had the ball down by 2, trying to tie the game or win it with a three-pointer. They had the ball. I forgot the name of the guy who took the shot, but he went up, but there was a big dude right there ready for the block. He couldn't get the shot off. In fact, he held onto the ball, didn't take the shot, and because of that, he couldn't touch the ball because he had to drop it. Otherwise, it would have been a turnover on traveling. So the ball basically rolled on the court, and time expired in a rather anticlimactic, strange finish to it. But nonetheless, when the dust settled, it was the Florida Gators over the Houston Cougars, 65-63. The Florida Gators are your men's college basketball champions for 2025. All right, one last note. I had the opportunity to attend another playoff game, one that not many people know about, but the Seattle Thunderbirds, not the Kraken, the Thunderbirds. We're talking the semi-pro league that plays not too far from where we live here. The Seattle Thunderbirds had a playoff game against the Everett Silvertips, and I got to go to that game with my daughter Vanessa, and this was the longest no-scoring game I have ever been to, less seen in person or even watched. We went through 3 regular periods, no score, an overtime, no score, a second overtime, and finally in that second overtime, after 4 hours, 15 minutes, unfortunately, the Everett Silvertips got the one score in sudden death overtime and beat the Seattle Thunderbirds and knocked them out of the playoffs. So it was a lot of fun, but I thank Rob Iddens of Warrior Injury Law, client that I've been working with on their commercials, was kind enough to give me and Vanessa tickets to that game. So it was exciting. We're not huge hockey fans. I don't know what the heck's going on half the time, but it was a lot of fun to watch and a pretty exciting game. So if you can't afford to go to Seattle Kraken games, well, you can go to Seattle Thunderbirds games for a lot less. And of course, our season's over now, but you can check them out next year when the season begins again. So that is it for sports. Thank you for your time and letting me ramble for so long. Let's go to Vicky now with her update on Filipino community or just community events going around the area. All the great charity work and stuff that she does. Go for it, Vicky.
So tomorrow we will be at the Skyway Library tomorrow. We also have the free cell phones if you are EBT, food stamps, Medicaid, Veterans Pension, SSI. They will be there tomorrow. Also, if you need to apply for Section 8, we also have the team also available then. A lot of programs and services will be there. We'll also be doing our TV survey, and you can, after you do your TV survey, you'll get a $5 card, either through email or through text. So yeah, a lot going on tomorrow on Wednesday at Skyway Library. Also on Friday, this is a new site where I'm going to be. I'll be at the Confluence. Confluence is about 100 families. It's a low-income community. We are a traveling resource network where we bring resource into the community. We will also have the free foot clinic, free haircuts available. We'll also have, light lunch for the families there as well. But we also want to thank our community partners who also join forces with us to travel around throughout King County to provide those resources to the community. And then on Saturday, brother, there is every month is a Black History Month event that is happening at the museum on Massachusetts this Saturday. So if you guys are interested, come on down. All this information is on my Facebook, but this is a way to get connected with resources. We also, with Pastor Joy, we'll also be bringing food, also available food, vegetables, fresh produce there as well. So come join us also this Saturday. Sunday, where am I going to be at, brother? I will be at the Auburn Library. We also have Health Point will also be there. We'll also have NAMI also there. Of course, if you're looking for transportation resources, health enrollment, youth cards are still free until the age of 18. You can get a free youth card with the King County Access Team. So come on down and get your free youth Orca card, especially for the summers. You guys can use those Orca card for the flex. You can use it for the transit, the bus, a lot of ways that you can use it, even also to use that through the ferry boat. So get your free youth Orca card this week. And that should be it. Also, there's a lot of opportunity if you want to. Pharmacy works with YWCA. They have a couple programs. They have, if you want to be a pharmacy, it is like, I think 8-week program, I believe so. But come and get connected with, it's free. It's if you want to be a pharmacy tech. All right, brother, what else do I have next? I have, and this is for the if you want to also learn about the banking system. If you want to work in a bank, they do have some courses online, and then I think you also meet in person as well. But it's libre, it's free. So we also want to thank our partner YWCA for creating these programs for the community and also assist individuals to, for their future, right? And if you also need, brother, the next one is if you also need assistance with resume writing, also interview support. If you also need to get assistance to where to look for employment, YWCA is on the mission to help you, guide you to get the position that is meant for you. So thank you so much, YWCA, for everything that you do. There's a lot of progress of work that they're doing in the community, but these are 3 separate programs that you can join. To me, it's why not? It's free. You get all this education. You can also, be a bank, work in a bank. You can also have, get other opportunity as well. And then also be a pharmacy tech all in one. Can you believe that? All free to the community. So thank you so much. Also, don't forget, I will be at all these resource fairs with TV surveys. If you want a $5 credit, gift card to your email or to your phone number, we will fill out a survey together and learn about TB together and make sure that you are healthy. Also looking for volunteers for me with Building Beyond Communities. You come join us forces with also the food distribution, also helping assist me at resource fairs throughout King County. We'll pause right there, brother, because we want to learn more about June. There we go.
All right. Thanks, Vicky, for all your community updates and for the great work that you do to helping the folks around our neighborhoods here. So I think before we go back to getting to talk a little bit more with our special guest, Jhun Esguerra, maybe we should hear his second song. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Shall we do it? Let's do it. Let's hear his next song, Ligaw Tingin, from Jhun Esguerra.
Ligaw tingin, pasulyap-sulyap sa'yo, di magatingin na direksyon sa mga mata mo. Nang makita-kita, biglang natulala. Ako'y manghang-manghang sa taglay mo kagandahan. Ligaw tingin, di alam ang gagawin. Sa tuwing ika'y dadaan sa aking harapan, pagpasensyahan, di ko maamin ang nararamdaman. O na, mahal na kita, di mo lang halata. Hindi mo lang halata. Ligaw tingin, paano mapapansin ang simpleng tulad ko na umiibig sa'yo? Sana'y malaman mo laman ng damdamin ko. Umaasa na mapansin mo, lagi naghihintay sa'yo. Laging naghihintay sa'yo. Laging naghihintay sa'yo.
All right, Ligaw Tingin by Jhun Esguerra. Awesome job. Love it so far. 2 for 2. Fantastic music. So let's go back to...
Yes.
Yes.
Did you understand that ligaw tingin?
Nope.
That means you maybe
What does it
not.
mean? What does
It's
it mean?
just like something like if you see a lovely lady and you'd like to really know her better, but you're so timid, so you could only do your courtship by looking. That's basically what it means. Ligaw tingin.
Oh, all right, that sounds like a tough way to date.
Exactly.
But I like the song. I like the music. I like the chorus, even if I didn't understand all the words.
At the end, it says, I'm
I
just
like the
going to
vibe.
wait for you. I don't know what's going to happen if you just keep on just looking.
What was-
before we get to
what
June,
inspired
I just
you
wanna make sure.
Look but don't touch.
And Vicky.
What
You know,
inspired you? What was the inspiration
guys,
behind that song, June?
I know.
Yeah.
You talked about Earth Deserves One More Day. And we do have on April 22 a very special program that will depict environmentalist, my good friend, Dr. Nancy Messner. So,
Ayun.
so
A
tandaan niyo
former
yun.
Lions member, right?
Yep, Lions members. She will talk about all the environmental things that the Lions are doing, but it's in tune with that special day. Earth deserves more than a day. Okay, that's
right.
it. Back to you, June.
Okay, so June, I was just about to ask you, what was the inspiration for that song?
Okay, I write that song way back 2017 with my co-church mate, Gilbert Marculio. That was we have a friend that was kumbaga sa Tagalog torpe. Like he he did not making some movement to
Ah,
confess his feelings to a certain person.
ah,
So we created that song, yung Legal
ayun.
Tingin. Yeah.
And I think he's not the only one, right? I mean, anyone could be going through that where they just too
Yeah.
shy
Uh,
or see someone that's
I'm the one.
yeah.
I'm the one.
Dedicated to
That's
all of you out
Yeah.
there who have
Jhun.
crushes but not the courage to go
Yeah.
after them. I
Yes.
think we can all relate to that. We've all been through that stage at one time or another.
But in the end, June, you married her, right?
No,
No?
I'm single right now.
Ayun.
Yes.
Single. All the single
Yes.
ladies.
Baka naman.
Oh boy.
I have
Okay.
no luck in the life. But so sooner or later, hoping. hoping.
All right. Let's go ahead and go. I mean, a couple questions from Kuya Irving. Do you perform as a solo performer or do you play with backup musicians? And then also, do you have thoughts of doing collabs with any other Pinoy indie artists there in the Philippines? Ayun po.
Yes, I'm doing solo. When I perform on the stage, actually, wala pa yung experience na nakasama ko na as full band. Wala pa.
Ah,
It's my dream. Yeah.
okay.
But I'm currently using my backing track when I perform live. But
Okay.
hopefully, sana magawa ko pa siya before
All right.
I ended up.
Yeah, I have a
Yeah,
couple questions. Yeah. This is a good time where people, want to know a little because you got new fans today. Where can they
yes.
find your music? How they can connect with you? And then also, like, what do you have going forward for 2025? Like, whether it's the see you in person concert or they can watch you through YouTube or yeah, share us a little bit more. Ayun.
Yes. So where do you find my music? Yeah.
Ayun.
Okay. So you may stream my music on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, and Tidal, everywhere in the entire digitals.
Yeah,
Digital.
yung pangalan mo is not the same
Yeah.
though, right? They can find you.
Yes. Jhun Esguerra. Jhun Esguerra. JHUNESGUERRA. So,
Okay.
yan.
Okay. Ayun. And then anything going forward for 2025, brother?
Yeah, I'm
Music?
currently doing my second album. Since I have Love Confessions, right now I'm doing Love Complications.
Okay.
Yeah, since my heart is
Love
fully
Complications.
complicated.
All right. True feelings. All right. I think we should go to
Ready na ba
birthday
si June to
or
sing
sing.
live?
Oh,
Yes.
mag-live ka
Yeah.
pwede.
Is he? Oh,
Is
he's
he
ready.
Yeah, look at that
Oh,
He's
guitar.
got another. Look, if he pulled out a
Pretty
fourth
blue. It
guitar.
matches my nails. Oh, wow.
Shadow kay Brother Efren, hiramin ko lang muna to.
I love it.
All right, what song will you be performing?
Yeah, it's my unreleased song. Probably I will include this in my second album, Love Complications. It was called Better Now. Hope you like it. Pardon. Mas maganda pag naka-headset. Yung.
Sige.
Hello. It's been a while since the day you left me hanging here. But I am grateful because I learned a lot from our past. Thought I will never be happy again. But if you ask me what I feel right now, I'm doing great compared to my life before. 'Cause I'm doing better now. I'm doing better now. 'Cause I'm grateful that you're part of my life. From now on, I learn to love myself more. 'Cause I'm doing better now. I'm doing better now. I know our God have the greatest plan of us. He knows the best, that's why this happened. I'm ready to admit that you're not coming to me. I'm doing better now. And I am grateful that you're part of my life. From now on, I learn to love myself more. 'Cause I'm doing better now. I'm doing better now. Right now, I'm doing here 'cause I don't want to be lonely again. I'm doing better now. Whoa, whoa. And I'm thankful that you're part of my life. From now on, I learn to love myself more. Because I'm doing better now. I'm doing better now. I want to live over footprints right now. From now on, I can see the sun so bright right now. Because I'm doing better now. I'm doing better now. Oh.
All right. Nice job.
Thank you so much.
Are you doing better now?
Yeah, I'm doing better now. I know. I really.
Despite relationship complications, love complications, he's doing better now.
Yes,
That was
very.
good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
When is the album going to be released, brother?
Probably in May or June.
Okay.
Probably on my birthday. Yeah.
Okay. Advance happy birthday to you. Right.
Speaking of birthdays, we do have birthday greetings, but I think we're running up close to the break, so maybe we'll do that after that we come back from the break. But I do want to recognize a couple more viewers out there. We have Maricruz Valdez Castro. What's up, Maricruz? And Aljon Cruz is also watching. Thanks for tuning in to Fil-Am Radio.
Thank you so much.
We got like about a minute. Yeah.
No, within that minute, I just want to say that, our former guest, McCoy Hidalgo, invited me to on April 12th to go and watch him play. But I just want him to know that I could not make it because of our tight schedule. Just so if he's listening, I would not be able to make it. Okay?
Okay.
So that's about it. All right. Let's go to the break.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, let's take it to the break. We'll be right back right after this message.
Yeah.
You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Don't forget to log on www.rainieravenue.radio.world.
A new law is helping people save more money on prescription drug costs. You may also be able to save with Medicare's Extra Help Program. The premium cost can be zero and your out-of-pocket expenses are low. Who should apply? Single individuals earning less than $23,000 a year or married couples earning less than $31,000. Even if you don't think you qualify, you should still check out this program. visit ssa.gov/extrahelp. Medicare costs are covered by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hey, Seattle, tune in to Lidline Sports every Monday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
What up, yo? We are back. This is Pep and the man that don't take no mess, Mr. O-P-I-S, Mr. Stevenson. What say you?
I hope you see the hat that I'm wearing right now. That's how mad I am.
I do. Man, you are angry.
I just want to make that be known.
Tune in to Lidline Sports every Monday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Lidline Sports.
Do you want to reach out to the Vietnamese community in Seattle? Just advertise in Người Việt Tây Bắc, that is Northwest Vietnamese News, the longest running Vietnamese language newspaper in our region. Go to nvnorthwest.com.
What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Queen Bree, inviting you to come join me on Clean Greens Living. Broadcasted Tuesdays, 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. On Clean Greens Living, we talk farming, community, and ways to being healthy. So come join me and let's discuss ways to create a healthier you and a healthier community.
Sediment cleanup of the lower Duwamish River has begun. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and the members of the Lower Duwamish Waterway Group, which includes King County, the City of Seattle, and Boeing, have begun sediment cleanup of the Lower Duwamish Waterfall Superfund site. This important environmental project will address sediment pollution and help restore the health of the Duwamish River. Starting on the waterway's upper reach, construction activities extend from the south 102nd Street Bridge down straight to the Duwamish Waterway Park. Over the next 3 years, in-water activities will occur from October to February, ending in February 2027. Visit ldwg.org to learn about the upper reach cleanup and sign up for email updates.
I'm Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not deep frying a turducken in a closed garage, I'm listening to RainierAvenueRadio.world.
Welcome back, everybody, to Rainier Avenue Radio, courtesy of Rainier Avenue Radio, the Fil-Am Radio Show. My name is Norb Kawili from Renton, Washington.
Hey, everyone. Vicky Navarro here from Federal Way, Washington.
It was Kuya Bert, currently in the Philippines.
And our special guest all the way from Pangasinan, Philippines, Mr. Jhun Esguerra.
Hello.
All right, so this is the time of the show where we get an opportunity to do some birthday greetings as well as shout-outs, especially by our special guests. So let's start. Vicky, why don't you start with your birthday greetings?
All right, let's go ahead and get started. Happy from the Fil-Am Radio Show and RainierAvenueRadio.org. Misty Sterling, Diana Annika, happy birthday, beautiful. Ronnie Sudosungal, Tiffany Cole, Jay Saliras, Jamie Frassinet, Eddie Fontanilla. I have Talia, happy birthday, sis. Eddie Tapia, Ingros Terrence, Alexander Kem. Just want to thank you for everything that you do in the community as well. Sis S. Meafua, Andres Lopez. Also, we have, let's see here, Delia Lara, Altef Noen, Joanna Phillip. We also have William Olimpo, Glinda Malibai, happy birthday, beautiful. Lovejoy Nabel, happy birthday, beautiful. And John Collins, happy birthday from the Fil-Am Radio Show. Ayon po. All right, brother.
All right, Dad, how about you? Why don't we go to the Philippines and to Kuya Bert for his birthday greetings?
Actually, because of the time that we have been spending here, I really don't have time to search out any of our birthday friends. I'm sure you'll be able to cover that. But I just want to say shout out to all of those who attended last Lions meeting and for those who have returned now from all their travels, and to all members of the shuttle between Lions Club. Whoever had a birthday, happy birthday na lang. Okay, Norb?
All right, my birthday list, short and sweet. I'd like to wish happy birthday to Patricia Moore, Diana Nokon Heflin, who went to school at the University of Washington with, Julie Lorraine Heward, my business partner's sister, also married to Damon Heward, former NFL quarterback and Super Bowl winner. Mark Manio Hoying, the husband of the famous Scott Hoying of Pentatonics. Chris McKinley from high school. Brian Evans, my nephew, and of course my
that's right.
Kuya Bert's nephew, or is it grandson. Happy birthday also to G. Scott, to Terry Richardson, one of my fabulous clients, and of course to Ruby Francisco. Happy birthday to all of you from Fil-Am Radio. And also I want to shout out, we don't give him enough love, but to our producer Daniel Bellis, who's rocking the producing controls, making this show run smoothly as it always does. All right, so let's go to our special guest Jhun Esguerra, who's going to do his birthday greetings and shout outs. Your turn. You're up, Jhun.
Happy birthday kay Ate Kim and kay Ate Ben Gutierrez, and also happy advance birthday kay Brother Efren Medina Jr. So more birthdays to come sa inyo, and shout out sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa akin, kay Mama, kay Papa, sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa Malasique Pangasinan, sa Bicol, sa Libmanan, sa Naga, sa Zamboanga, sa Las Piñas, all around the world sa nakakakilala sa akin. Maraming salamat sa pagsuporta, and shout out kay
All right, to all of you birthday celebrants, this next song is for you, the happy birthday song remix. Kick it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. It's your birthday, hooray. Happy birthday. It's your birthday, hooray. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Yes, indeed. Happy birthday to everybody. And now let's go to our next song. We want to make sure we have enough time to hear all the remaining songs by our special guest, Jhun Esguerra. So let's play our next song titled Cubao by our special guest, Jhun Esguerra.
Naliligaw ako, di ko alam kung saan papunta ito. Buti na lang may sasakyang dumaan, nagalagay sa signage ay Cubao. Hindi na ako maliligaw. Mamang tsuper, sasakay na ako. Baka andon na ang hinahanap ko. Nagbabakasakali lang naman ako. Baka lang masagot ng matanggal ko ng tanong. Makikita na kaya kita doon. Hahanapin kita kahit saan, kahit na ako'y mahirapan, ayos lang. Basta't makita lang kita. Hahanapin kita kahit saan. Mapagod sa biyahe ay hindi ko iinda. Basta't makita lang kita. Kung saan na napapadpad, iba't ibang ruta na ang nasakyan. Di ko pa rin alam kung saan magtutungo. Sana sa biyahe ko ngayon masagot na ang tanong. Makikita na kita doon. Hahanapin kita kahit saan, kahit na ako'y mahirapan, ayos lang. Basta't makita lang kita. Hahanapin kita kahit saan. Mapagod sa biyahe ay hindi ko iinda. Basta't makita lang kita. Boss. Saan ka ba nagkumaw dito? Okay. Salamat. Babaka sakali lang, baka doon makita na. Baka kasi andun ka lang, o baka nagtatago ka lang. Mahahanap na ba kita? Matatagpuan na ba kita? Uy, andito ka lang pala. Mamang super, bababa na ako sa kumba.
All right, that was Cubao by our special guest, Jhun Esguerra, rocking it out on that one. I liked how that song kind of in the middle, you broke out to little sound effects like you're in the market or something. That was kind of a cool little break in the middle there. What was the inspiration and meaning behind this song?
Yes, Cubao is all about fulfilling dreams, whether it's life or career, passion, everything. When it comes to oversee the career you want, since the Cubao is the center of all here in the Philippines, kasi Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, makikita mo yung Cubao eh. So all roads lead to one direction, which is Cubao. So that was the message behind that.
Oh, love it.
Yeah. So actually, Cubao is a place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a very busy place.
Yeah.
Most of the freeways, they always pass through Cubao. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
All roads lead to Cubao.
Yes.
Yes.
So we have about 15 minutes left in the show. We have one more song that we'll definitely want to squeeze in later. So that gives us about 10 minutes left to do our final little chit chat and get to know June.
Okay.
Make sure we cover all of our questions. So Vicky, I'll kick it back to you and see if you have any final, in this final interview section to get to know Jhun Esguerra.
Definitely. So you have your upcoming album that is happening this year. Can you tell us what other songs that you'll be having on your album this year?
Yeah, nare-release ko na yung UTI. Umibig tapos iniwan.
Okay.
Bato, what's that? Toyo, Baliw, Kabanata. So that 5 songs nai-release ko na on YouTube, but I have remaining 7 or 10 songs to be produced by yours truly. So iko-kompleto ko na lang siya. I'm doing that arrangement.
Yeah.
Hopefully I am finished it on this month.
Okay. So can you tell us a little bit more as what is an arranger as far as what do you do as far as that? And did you learn that on your own and I see you, as far as that, you help people also arrange songs. So tell us a little bit more.
Yes. Since I've mentioned before, I mentioned earlier that my song Angel was produced myself and arranged myself. So that was my starting point to improve my mixing and mastering, creating songs, playing instrument, as well as mixing and mastering engineer. So as time goes by, and honestly, here in Pangasinan, dito ako nag-improve. In this place, I am currently improving my arrangements with the help of Brother Efrem Medina. So he's tuning right now, and also si Algen Cruz, as well as kay Daddy Pepsi. Sino pa? Actually, marami po sila. Marami po silang nai-cater ko as under June Music Production.
Okay. So do you do this music full time? Is there when you went to college, did you take, what is actually like, is this your full time job?
Yes. I'm currently full time in music arrangement since
That's great.
in Bicol. I'll make a short story. Since in Bicol, I am full time in delivery rider, like Grab, so making delivering foods to community. So I decided after my song Naon Siya Man single launch, I decided to quit my day job into fulfilling my dreams as a musician and arranger.
Hey, June, I was going to ask you.
Yes.
You mentioned something about you do rap music also. So one question ko is for your incoming songs, do you include something like a rap music?
Possible.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned rap earlier.
Possible. And I think if I'm gonna mistaken, if I complete this song, first time in my life, I'll creating a Pangasinan song, hybrid Pangasinan and Tagalog song. That was Agko. Hindi ko na Agko in the Ayaw. Yon. Sorry.
Okay.
So it's my first time. So hopefully I finish it on my album. Sana ma-include ko siya dito.
I have a question about your songs, because most of your genre, in fact, Kuya Irving asked, what would you classify your genre of music? But to me, it sounds kind of like pop rock / rock alternative, maybe. So the drums sound real. Are they real drums, or do you use programming to do the drums on your tracks?
Yeah, I'm doing programming, Addicted Drums, SSD5, yung free version. So I program it. I'm programmed. Then all the instruments like bass, electric guitar, acoustic, piano, and that was real.
You play that, yeah.
Only the drums.
The drums sound really good. They don't sound synthesized. So well done.
Since I don't have any budget on the real drums per se, so I'll use that as an alternative.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to record real drums. For
yes.
Those of you who don't know much about recording music, there's a lot of computerized stuff that you can use software to do different sounds. Guitar and bass you can do manually, but recording drums is a whole other beast, because you got to have a mic on the kick, you have to have a snare drum mic, an overhead, and the mixing is very challenging. You have to have the right room. Very hard to make it sound good. I've done it myself, and it's hard to make drums sound good without the right room and the right studio. So your arrangements sound really good. So congratulations. Yeah. So how long will you be staying? In fact, Efren Medina he's got some compliments here or comments in the chat as he's watching as well. How long are you going to be staying with them working on music? Is this kind of a long-term process, or are you just there for a short time? What's your collaboration like?
Actually, hopefully matuloy ako dito sa music career, since I'm shifting into a bigger and biggest responsibility. So hoping that but yeah, pag nakasungkit ako ng taga Pangasinan, siguro dito na ako magi-stay. Sana, hopefully.
Magaganda yung mga taga Pangasinan daw.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So
I know a
is
friend,
home free.
Norb, Alma Kern is from Malasique.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Good friend.
I don't have any girlfriend right now. But hopefully, sana makita ko siya. Sana.
Eh,
I
ikaw
see.
naman lagi na lang, ligaw tingin. Remember that song?
right.
Hanggang ligaw tingin lang.
There's a lot of that going on, I'm guessing. So your true home is Bicol, and you're in
Yes.
Pangasinan just temporarily. How far? I don't really, without looking up the geography, how far away is Bicol from Pangasinan?
If you commute, that was 14 hours. But
Uy.
14 to 16 hours commute, or you drive on the car or the motorcycle. That's 14 to 16 hours.
Wow.
So
But
it's
do
all
you-
on the road. You don't have to take a boat or anything. It's all just a
plane?
drive, a long drive.
Drive.
You might want
I
to
have
ask
an
him how far
alternate.
he is from
Train.
Mount Mayon.
Huh?
Yes,
Kuya?
yes.
Mount Mayon volcano. How far is June?
From my house in Camarines Sur to Albay, that was taken 3 hours. 3 hours. If I am so fast driving, I will take 2 hours and 30 minutes. Like that.
You know, I don't know, Vicky,
Gotcha.
if you know, Mount Mayon is the most beautiful Mayon volcano
Yeah.
in the world.
And very shy.
That's what they say. Yeah,
Matagal
Mount
pa
Mayon.
ako hindi ako nagpunta sa Philippines, 1986 pa yun.
Oh.
Yeah. It's been a
Fair enough.
long time. Yeah. Hopefully soon, I'll go out
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
There are many changes here in the Philippines, like
Yeah.
infrastructure, architectural, and transport scheme.
My family is actually from Bawang.
Oh,
That's Ilocano. Ilocos
But
Norte.
but my mom was raised in Manila, so when she was young, so she didn't even learn Ilocano. So
I see.
straight Tagalog. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
All right. Well, we want to have enough time for our final song. So let's do that now before we do our closes and our goodbyes. So our final song, the closing song, is UTI. I'm not going to try to pronounce this because I know I'll butcher it. So,
UTI.
UTI by our special guest, Jhun Esguerra. Let's hear it.
Umibigas sa iwan na iman. Lagi naman ikaw ay pinakikilig. Tapos bigla na lang mawawala ng motibo. Always ay malalaki ang sumikete. Sasabihin mo sa akin wala kang forever. Whoa, whoa. Umibig ka sa diwan na naman. Pinakilig ang iwan. Wala. Bigay ng iwala at pinaasal ng damdama. Teka lang, tingnan mo na sarili ko. Or ibang nagiging sa taong yun. Yan mo na wag ibang na ikaw ay leader. Alam ko may darating mas sa'yo mas better. Oh, oh, ang bibig ka sa diwan na naman. Pinakita Sobrang lala, laging nasusugadan ang damdamin mo. Di ka nakikinig sa mga sinasabi ko sa'yo. Mamilang na bigyan, ilan muna, huwag na madadala. Kailan madadala, o kailan kakaya, ika'y matututo. Ang sabi ko, magbuon, pero akong iwabon. Walang ganda-ganda, pagkalan, bibitaw sa diwa, kalman, tinakilig at iwan, malala.
All right. That was UTI
UTI,
by
you
our
know what
special
it
guest,
means now,
Jhun
Norb?
Esguerra.
Yeah.
Norb,
Well,
you know
let me
what
see. Let me try to pronounce that. Umibig tapos iniwan.
Yep.
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
You
What does
love,
that mean?
Yes.
What does it
you
mean?
love, and then you let go.
Yeah.
Love and let go.
Yes,
It's
yes.
all
It's kind of like
Jhun
fishing. It's like
Esguerra's
fishing,
legal
catch and
opinion.
release.
Yeah.
Ah. Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, I think what's great about having a guest like Jhun and really what Ate Miles does such a good job of bringing in different guests from around the Philippines and around the world is they have such different styles, right? You've got your own style, Jhun, and we have our guest last week was very unique in her style, and others who are very kind of traditional styles, but every week is a different surprise. You never know what you're going to get. So enjoyed hearing your music and listening to your story. It's very inspiring every week to hear about people who've come from sometimes a music background, sometimes they don't have anything, and then they just kind of break out of their shell, and next thing you know, they're writing songs and putting it on the internet and performing around the world. So it's been great having you on the show, Jhun, and I hope that your love life will blossom just like your music career is. That you can have both those things grow for you would be good. Vicky, you have any final thoughts as we
Yes.
start wrapping this show up with our guest, Jhun Esguerra?
Yeah, thank you so much, June, for gracing our program and just, you're so talented in so many ways, and then also sharing your, your experience in creating music from it. So that is a double talent, and being also a arranger for the musicians around the world, and you have helped so many people. Yeah, so thank you for what you do as well. So yeah, we're inspired also with your music, but keep going. God is with you all the way. Amen.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay.
And how about you, Kuya Bert, my dad?
Alam mo,
Final thoughts?
Jun, tapos na yung ligaw tingin. Kailangan ngayon action na. Lalapitan mo na, sabihin mo na ang nararamdaman mo, whatever you feel. You could only be either accepted or rejected.
Yes.
You have to tell them.
Thank you
Whoever
so
is
much.
ligaw tingin mo. Okay?
Yes.
Jhun, how about you? Final thoughts as we wrap up the show? Anything you'd like to say that we haven't mentioned yet, or any final messages to our viewers out there?
Yeah. Tuloy-tuloy lang, wag titigil. Don't stop believing as long as you have a guts. Just keep going.
There you go.
Don't stop believing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
You take good care of yourself, Miles. Get well
Yes.
soon.
The Miles.
we miss
Yes.
you so much. The show is just not the same without you popping in and out of the show. So we hope to have you back soon. But before we wrap this officially, Dad, you want to bring us out with the final prayer?
Yes, let's bow our heads. Ama namin, Purihin ang iyong pangalan. Nagpupuri po kami at nagpapasalamat sa mga dakilang biyaya, buhay, lakas at subaybay na ipinagkaloob mo sa amin mula sa oras na ito hanggang sa wakas ng aming buhay. Amen.
Amen. Well, that wraps up our show, this 390th episode of the Fil-Am Radio Show. But don't go away because we've got more coming up. In fact, next up on the show, we've got Real Estate and Money with Tina Lombard Harris and Violetta Strash coming up at the bottom of the hour, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And of course, we've got our producer, Daniel Bellis' show tomorrow evening. There you go. Fresh Juice with their special guests Sam Miller and Asia Holiday, hosted by D Money, OG Mambo, Pint Size Patron, and ID Yourself. Check them out at 9 p.m. Pacific Time on Wednesday evenings. And with that, we'll say goodbye. Thanks again to Jhun Esguerra, our special guest. And to all of you, thank you so much for tuning in to the Fil-Am Radio Show. We will see you guys next week.
Guest,
oh, yeah, the next week's guest is who?
Rochi Dadivas.
Rochi Dadivas, who was on the chat earlier. Yes, that's right. Next week's guest, Rochi Dadivas, to bring his musical talents to the show for Fil-Am Radio. We'll see you guys all next week.
Good job, Norb. Good job, Vicky. Thank you so much. Okay.
Have fun. Say hi to Mom.
Jhun.
Have fun, Dad.
Norb.
And Jhun, take care. Thank you for being on the show. And thanks for watching.